I'm not Hetty.
You are not Hetty.
Why am I here? Hetty does this bit.
I mean, it is
What's
great
going
to
on?
see you, but where is Hetty?
Hetty?
Hetty!
Hetty?
Hetty!
Why? What? I mean, it's nice to see everyone,
I mean, yeah.
but what are we going to do without Hetty?
Well, we will still have a Bible story, and we
Yeah.
will still have thoughts, and we will still have games.
We're meant to be looking at Jonah today.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, actually, I'm quite excited about that. We'll carry on. We'll carry on
and see what happens.
We'll see what happens, eh? Emily,
Yes.
I think I know what's happened.
Oh, what's happened?
Well, Hetty let me know that she doesn't really want to join in with this video today.
Oh.
And she's run away. I know,
Where
right?
to?
I've no idea. We're going to have to find her, I think.
I think we should.
Because I think if we gave her a second chance,
Yes.
she would come back and join us.
That,
I think
defo,
she would.
defo.
Definitely. She would. Tell you what, let's have a look. I think she might be somewhere in this crowd here. What do you think? Can you see her? Oh, I tell you what, why don't you join in? If you can spot Hetty before us, then give yourselves a pat on the back.
Yeah.
Oh, there she is. There. Oh,
Yeah.
Hetty, do you want to join in?
Nah.
No, she still doesn't want to join in. Okay,
Right, okay.
Let's try again. Next, where's Hetty?
Now I know what she looks like, what she's wearing. It's all good.
I can't see her actually. Maybe if you shout her, that might help.
Hetty!
Hetty!
No.
There
she is!
Oh, she's there! Yes! Hetty, do you want to join us?
No thanks.
No. Oh, okay. Let's try another one then. Let's give her another chance.
Right.
Actually, where are you? Come on, Hetty. Where are you? There she is. There.
Go on
Hetty, do you want to
then.
join us?
All right, I'll
You
come
do?
and join in.
Yes! Brilliant! Oh, I'm so glad that she's decided to join us.
I am too.
That's really good.
Do you know what time it is, Emily?
Well, I'm not wearing a watch, so no. What time is it?
It's our favourite time. It's
Therefore, it is
story time! Yes, we are reading the story Swallowed from Bob Hartman's Rhyming Bible.
obviously.
So, I think you'll enjoy this one.
Oh well, I'm gonna sit over there. And
All right
listen.
then. Sounds
Like
good.
it.
The Ninevites were nasty. They were cruel and no good. God sent his prophet Jonah to tell them where they stood. Change your evil ways and turn your lives around. I'll give you 50 days, then I'll knock your city down. But Jonah wasn't happy when God gave him this news. He feared the men of Nineveh. He hated them too. He decided not to tell them about God's gracious plan and hopes God would destroy them, every woman and man. Jonah learnt the hard way that God is in control, that hating is not great and it will swallow you whole. So off he went to Tarshish on board a foreign ship, as far away from Nineveh as he could sneak and slip. But God was watching anyway and sent a mighty gale, and Jonah was thrown overboard and swallowed by a whale. He waited there for 3 long days, and that is when he knew that God gave him a second chance to do what he should do. So Jonah prayed a sorry prayer, admitted God was right, and when the whale had spat him out, went to the Ninevites. Jonah learnt the hard way that God is in control, that hating is not great and it will swallow you whole. So Jonah told the Ninevites the thing that God had planned. The Ninevites said sorry, every woman and man. But Jonah was not happy. His heart still filled with hate. He muttered and he moaned, for he knew God's love was great. I knew that you would save them, Jonah grumbled to God. And God replied, but Jonah, tell me why you think that's odd. I offer my forgiveness, for that is my delight, even to a people that does not know wrong from right. Jonah learnt the hard way that God is in control, that hating is not great and it will swallow you whole.
Right, I have a challenge for you two.
Ooh, okay.
Yes, I do. And it involves sport.
Oh no. Oh.
So the challenge is...
She's a sports coach.
I know, it's
She
fun.
has her own like good sport project and everything.
Oh.
Right.
You don't need to complain, okay? So the challenge is, how many keepy-ups can you do with a football?
Brilliant.
Okay?
You laugh at me. I might be secretly very good at this.
It would be a big secret, yeah.
I would be
You
a
never
massive
know.
secret.
It's
Anyway,
very good.
let's find out who
We should
wins.
have left her in the pictures.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you to all my fans. I'd like to thank my mother for her support. Ah, thank you, everyone.
Get off!
So in this Bible story, we hear of this guy called Jonah, and God gave him a job to do. To go to the Ninevites and tell them that they needed to change their ways. What they were doing, what they were saying and thinking did not show that God is awesome. It showed the total opposite. Jonah decided that he didn't want to do this job, and to be honest, I can see why that was the case, as Nineveh was a scary place. Bringing that news may have meant that he got into a lot of trouble with them if they didn't like it. So Jonah goes in the total opposite direction from God. Here's the thing. The Ninevites and Jonah had done exactly the same thing. They had turned their back on God. Yet as we hear in the story, God wanted to forgive the Ninevites and give them a second chance. And God forgave Jonah and gave him a second chance. But here's the thing. God isn't the God of second chances. Now I'm going to jump forward to where Jesus teaches about forgiveness. So one of Jesus's disciples, like his best mates, came and said, "How often should we forgive people? Like 7 times?" Now Peter was pretty proud with himself, as he thought this was generous. He was willing to forgive someone that amount of times. None of this second chance malarkey, no, 7 times. But Jesus replies, no, not just 7 times, but 70 times 7. That's 490 times. But Jesus was meaning no matter how many times someone has hurt us by what they do or what they have said, we should forgive them. Now, this doesn't mean that if someone has done something that makes us feel uncomfortable or unsafe or really hurts us, it doesn't mean that we shouldn't tell someone about it. We should always talk to a trusted adult. I remember a time in which someone really hurt me and my family. And when I'd heard of what they had done, I did not react well whatsoever. First of all, I punched a wall. Second of all, I ugly cried. Tears everywhere, snot everywhere, it was disgusting. Okay, then I pretended that it didn't happen whatsoever. I needed to speak to someone that I trusted about what had happened and how I was feeling. Because I was feeling hurt. And I was really sad because I saw that my family was hurting too. That night, as I went to bed, I had a good convo with myself. The question that came to mind was this: how am I going to forgive them? And God spoke to me directly then. He said, Emily, I've forgiven you when you've hurt me, gone against me by your actions, gone against me through your words and through your thoughts. You need to forgive them. You see, I'm more than happy to stand here and say that I have messed up. Like the people of Nineveh, I turn my back against God. Like Jonah, I run in the opposite direction from God and what He has asked me to do. And I know I will do that in the future. But yet I come to God and say, I'm sorry, and I know that He will forgive me. Now, I don't deserve that forgiveness because the one that took all the blame and all the punishment for all the times that I've messed up is Jesus, the Son of God, who is perfect in every way. In all of His actions, in all of His words, and in all of His thoughts, He took my punishment by dying on the cross for me. And He does that for you. And in doing that, we are forgiven for all our mess ups. So I can have an amazing relationship and personal relationship with God that you can have too. The God who is not the God of second chances, but the God of endless chances, because His love is endless. It can be hard to forgive someone, but we can ask the ultimate forgiver to help us forgive others. Kid President, who is one of my heroes, says that the biggest mess up in our world is not forgiving other people's mess ups. I can stand here today and say that that person really hurt me, and that actually some of that pain remains. But I know that that pain will fade over time. But I can honestly say that I have forgiven them. It was hard to do that. And I turned to trusted adults to talk to them about it. And I turned to the ultimate forgiver to help me forgive them. So I'm just going to pray for us now. And praying is just a chatting to God that we're able to do because we are forgiven, so that we can have a personal relationship with Him. So that's what I'm going to do, is chat to Him now. God, I thank You that You are amazing and that You are awesome. And I thank You that You forgive us. And I'm sorry for the times in which I've turned my back against you. That the things that I have done, the things that I have said, and the things that I have thought are not what you want. They aren't things that say how amazing you are. I'm really sorry. And God, I ask that you help me to forgive the people that have hurt me. And help me to know who to talk to about those times in which I've been hurt and feel uncomfortable and unsafe. Tell me who are the best people to talk to. I thank you that you are the God of endless chances because your love is endless. Amen.
Well, I hope you've had a great time with us today. We've had lots of fun, haven't we?
We have had lots
A
of
little
fun.
bit different games today.
And I'm pleased that you joined us
Thank you. That's
eventually.
Nice. I was a bit tired, to be honest.
It was
Yeah.
not the same without you, so it's good.
Oh, thanks. But it was good today to be able to think about how God doesn't just give us second chances, but gives us endless chances. And that is something that we really need to remember for ourselves, but also for other people and forgiving other people too. So we will see you next time where we will have a lot more fun and games and good times. See you soon.
Bye!